Roberta Flack, one of the greatest artists of all time, passed away this past Monday. And yeah, I mean, what a loss. What an amazing, just a voice that could do it all. And man, I'm going to try and honor her memory by doing my personal favorite top 5 songs of hers. This was extremely hard to whittle down because she had just so many amazing takes on songs. I mean, just this album behind me alone, every song on there is magnificent. But yeah, I think I did it. So let's get right to it. At number 5.
Strolling in the park, watching winter.
Feels Like Making Love from the album of the same title from 1975. What a lovely, just breezy tune that just puts a smile on your face. And, you know, it's just something about that voice. Again, Roberta Flack makes every song her own. And no, this is not a cover of the Bad Company song, Feels Like Making Love. This, I can't remember who the original writer of this was, but that was one of Roberta Flack's biggest gifts, was taking songs that to most were otherwise not well known and making them just these beautiful renditions of these songs. Truly made them her own and, took them to another level. And this is just another one of those examples. And that's just my number 5. So now at number 4.
I told Jesus.
I Told Jesus from this album, First Take from 1969, which, by the way, is a 10 out of 10 perfect album. This is just one of those songs that gives me chills every time I hear it. Talk about making this song her own. And it's one of those songs where the lyrics are vague enough to where they can mean several different things to different people. Whatever it means to you, I mean, it's just, she's asking Jesus if she could change her name. And he's saying, if you do that, people are going to walk away from you. And, when it gets to that last chorus where she's saying, my father can walk away, my mother, my brother can walk away, and that'll be all right. And it's just like, man, what a powerful statement in several different ways, but just a huge commentary on faith and just brilliant. And her vocal is just so captivating. Amazing song. And that's just my number 4. So now at number 3. Angelitos Negros, another song off of First Take, which First Take, by the way, I learned recently, one of the reasons it's called First Take is the entire session of the album was recorded in just a 10-hour period. She and the people that she was playing with leading up to it had like 40 songs that she could do like in her sleep. So she was prepared in the studio, made the most of her studio time, and recorded in such a short span of time one of the greatest albums ever. And Angelitos Negros is one of those, another one of those amazing songs where she takes an old song. This was a song from decades before that was in a film, a Latin produced film. And the whole concept of the film and the song is, I'm kind of paraphrasing lyrically, but why do you paint only white angels? Don't you know that black angels can also enter heaven? And man, if that alone doesn't just hit you right here, and then the powerful vocal that she does on this song, which is all in Spanish, by the way, it's just incredible. And that is just my number 3. So now at number 2.
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
Killing Me Softly with his song from 1973. You knew this was going to be high on the list. I mean, this song, I think probably her biggest hit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but certainly through the generations, as we know, the Fugees would have never done this version. had Roberta Flack not done it first. And, you know, even when you listen to the original or Roberta's version, it's so close to the way that the Fugees sang it as well. And, you know, Lauryn Hill, she's already come out and said, like, she respects so much Roberta Flack's version of it. And yeah, you can see why. It's got all the soul, it's all there, and it was just there, you know, again for the taking to be revitalized again in the 90s. But it's one of those timeless songs that will never get old. It's beautiful, it's haunting, it's fantastic, and that's just my number 2. So now at number 1. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. Man, yet another track off of First Take, but one that I just feel like every single one of these songs I've talked about on this list are just 10 out of 10 perfect songs, but this one almost transcends to another level. Like, I'd give it an 11 out of 10 if I could. It's one that like makes me emotional every time I hear it. It's just one of the most beautiful songs ever recorded. Something about the chord sequence on it, but also just that voice, man. Like, Roberta Flack could have sang anything and it'd be good, and that pretty much is the case throughout her entire career. And I know I only focused on a span of like 5 years, which was, I would say, the best part of her illustrious career, but you know, her career went on far beyond into the 80s and beyond, and had some other great songs. But there's something special, especially about First Take, man. But The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, I think, is just one of the greatest love ballads ever written and recorded. And again, none of these songs Roberta Flack wrote, but she, I think, was probably the best cover artist of all time. And while she did have some original works as well, most of her big hits were just versions of other people's songs. But again, nobody other than like Joe Cocker comes to mind makes a song their own in the way that Roberta Flack did. And I think that is just one of her biggest gifts, let alone just how amazing her voice is. And man, just how real and soulful and passionate all her music was. Just what a tremendous loss. And I hate to say it, like, I didn't even get into her music really until like the past year when I first heard this record, and it blew my mind and became one of the few albums that I give a 10 out of 10 perfect score to. So Roberta Flack, rest in peace. Thank you for all the great music, and thank you guys for watching. We got more top 5s, album reviews, so much more here on the channel. Thank you for watching, and as always,